Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve, and today we got a fun little review for you guys, which you might notice it's just me. I wanted to try to get this video out before the movie really gets going in theaters, so we got to go see the Thursday early access for Predator Badlands, which, for the sake of this video, is going to be spoiler-free. Sitting too far back about to murder some things over here. But yes, this video will be spoiler-free. When I get my next recording session with Arnez, we'll do a spoiler video too. Because I feel like there's a lot for us to talk about for this movie, us being such big Alien and Predator fans. Which, if you're new to the channel, thank you for clicking on the video. Glad to have you here. If you want to know some prerequisites for our Alien and Predator knowledge, you guys might not be able to see it very well, but we got been collecting Alien Predator for a while, and I mean for quite a while. Don't ignore the two on the end. We got the rest is Alien vs Predator stuff. So we've been into this franchise for quite some time. We got all the, well, not all of them, but quite a bit of the Alien vs Predator comic books, crossovers, you name it. I've read it and seen it, and also will say we were some of the ones. I know Arnez was as big into Deck's look in this movie. Because it's definitely a bit of a stray from the previous Predator movies. But in terms of lore, it's not super uncommon for there to be unique looking Predators. I thought he looked kind of cool. I thought it was kind of a unique look. Which, with that being said, just to kind of get into the review a little bit, which I'm just going to spoil this right out the get-go. I love this movie. I liked it quite a bit. Personally, as of right now, I would say it's my second favorite Predator of all time. Because the first one's just it's so hard to beat. That is a near perfect movie for me. And easily one of my top 10 movies of all times. And just the way it's presented, and you get all these badass characters in the beginning of the movie, and then they slowly start getting whittled away by some unknown alien creature, and then you get to see it, and it's one of the coolest aliens of all time. And, it's just so good. And this is, like I said, I would say a decent close second for me. Beforehand, I would say Prey was probably my second favorite, which I put this above that for me. A lot of it's just, I don't know, it's personal preference for the most part. But certain things I really liked about the movie is I love the way that they decided to take this movie with it being the Predator protagonist. And it just being solely focused on the Predator on an alien planet doing Predator things. And that's awesome because that's kind of what we go to these movies anyways to see. So them just giving it to us is something that's fairly unique and a bit of a risk, I would say, because like I said, we don't really get this too often. And then it's varying degrees of success. Probably the only other movie in recent memory I would say kind of catered to that was the animated Transformers movie, which is entirely focused about Transformers. I liked the movie, but I know reception for it was kind of hit and miss. And this I almost feel kind of sort of falls in that same camp, but with this being more live action-esque, and you still get some human-like characters in the movie. It's like I said, just pretty much it focused entirely around a futuristic world with futuristic characters. And for something like that, just growing up wanting to see something like this, it was just a treat to see it in the cinemas. And with that being said, everything's I love the creature designs in this movie. I think they're all really cool. Personally, I really dig the look of the Predators in the movie, too. I like that, again, there's quite a bit of variety that you get to see throughout the entire movie. Well, not the entire movie, but you do get to see some variety, which is nice. Because, again, growing up with all the Kenner Predator figures and the comic books and all this other media, it's just nice to kind of see that translate into the newer movies. And, again, it's just kind of been something I've been wanting to see more of. Because even when we get some more unique Predators, they're still very traditional-esque, but it's the helmet's different. While in this one, they definitely took a bit more of a risk with going with more runt-ish predator. And it's kind of funny because they portray him as a weakling, but he doesn't do a lot of weakling things in this movie. And I think they do a good job of explaining that with the predators. With some of the that happens like early on with it. It helps to kind of set the stage for some stuff that you'll be seeing like later on in the movie. There's some other stuff that I like about the movie, but it's really hard for me trying to figure out how to explain it without being super spoilery. Because we all know, like, if you see the trailer, you know Wayland Yutani's in the movie. I like how it was used in the movie. So I'm just going to kind of leave it at that. Because I don't want to spoil things one way or the other for you guys. Also, the one thing, too, is, like, you see a little bit in the trailers, and if you've seen some of the toy previews and such, there was the little monkey creature in the movie, which for me, I was just like, oh god, we got another attempt at another cute little animal in one of these films. Sort of like Jurassic Park Rebirth, or Jurassic World Rebirth, where they have like that little Protoceratops dude in the movie just to sell some toys. If it wasn't in the movie, wouldn't change the plot at all. Well, on a high note, I do like the use of the little dude in this movie, and I actively got some good reactions out of me while watching the film. That being said, I kind of wish they would kind of get away from that in a little bit in the franchises, because it's like ever since Star Wars and with the Mandalorian and Grogu, it seems like every single franchise has to have some kind of cute little fluffy creature involved that just there to try to sell things to children. Personally, I'm kind of sick of it. I just really would just love to not see tiny little furry things be introduced in the movies just for the sake of consumer propaganda.
But Steve, there's two other franchise already available that has little furry cute nuggets of murder and goodness that we could totally sell to children under the age of 12.
Just because I watched Critters when I was 7 doesn't mean that we should be introducing this to every single person on the face of the earth. Though that being said, with this, like with them wanting to be more inclusive with aliens being in the Predator universe, and what if you see the trailer, you see the trophy room of just like it's always like the teaser of things that they've killed in there that are possibly from other movie franchises. I think what they should be doing is just like including like getting the rights for any kind of alien that's ever been randomly in a movie that could be super obscure and cheap to acquire. Like, I'm not saying we need to like kill like a clown skull from Killer Clowns hanging out or them being included in this, but it'd be cool. Gotta admit, something like this or Space Invaders. Oh, Space Invaders would be funny, especially if they got the. Oh, that'd be cool. I'd be down for it. And then for the acting in the movie, I thought it was really enjoyable, and yeah, like it was just like probably the best thing about it. And it's one of those things because, again, you see like an R-rated franchise that is being shown to us as PG-13. You're just like, okay, so they're gonna dumb down stuff for this movie, sort of like Alien versus Predator, where super excited for this crossover stuff to happen, but like, what can they really do with the PG-13 rating on it? Well, happy enough to tell you guys, and I don't think it's super spoiler, because again, you see in the trailers, is everything in the movie is either an alien or a synthetic. So you're watching this movie, and it doesn't feel like it's a PG-13 movie, if that helps. Outside of like language, there's not really like everybody swearing a ton, because it's just probably not the culture. Although it would have been kind of cool to see the Predator just swearing in the Yautja language. That would have been funny. But outside of that, like I like the kills in this movie are super satisfying. And honestly, it's really hard for me to figure out something I really disliked. Like, I guess it's like the plot isn't the most complicated thing ever, which it doesn't really need to be in these kind of movies. Like, it doesn't have to be like some epiphany we got to be going through. It just, like, to me, it just has to make sense, and stuff happening in the movie has to make sense, not for like trying to sell us stuff or like it just to be in there for some kind of teaser. Like, everything kind of had a purpose. So like I said, initially, like I saw the little monkey thing, I was like, oh god, really? Overall, like it worked. It worked really well. So yeah, in the end, probably my favorite movie I've seen this year. Odd to say. I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to think of something else I've seen this year that I more greatly enjoyed than this movie. Because for the most part, everything I went to see in theaters, like I enjoyed for the most part. Can't say I really had too many stinkers, but this movie was just like 7-year-old Steve watching this movie would have just geeked out over everything about it. Like I don't know, it reminds me of a simpler time. Like late 90s sci-fi. Which I don't know if it's something they're trying to portray it as that is like in a negative. But it's you could tell from the direction and just like the way the story is. Like it just feels like a Kenner tribute fever dream. And I can't get enough of it. Like I hope they give this guy to like keys to the kingdom, just let him do all the Predator and Alien stuff and just be in charge of it. Sort of like a Kevin Feige with the Marvel stuff. Like I need this guy to be like my Alien and Predator. Predator go-to, dude. Which they've been kind of knocking out of the park. Alien Earth, I will say, was just okay. It's a bit so-so. That last episode kind of annoyed me. I'm not gonna lie. But I would say, other than that, everything else has been like top notch, especially with the last few Predator ones. From Prey to Killer of Killers to now this one, like they've just been knocking it. Especially with Predator, they've been knocking it out of the park, which is like I'm glad to say, because ever since we got the Predator, oh, and with the Predator dogs and the autism. And the Marvel one-liner jokes constantly throughout the entire movie. It was a movie trying too hard to be so many things that it just didn't work. That being said, it's not as bad as Last Jedi for me. But it's definitely a movie that if I never see again till I die, I'm not missing out. You know, I've seen it enough times. It's like Last Jedi. I've seen it twice. Funny enough, in theaters. And it was like, I watched it the first time. And I was like, man, I left that movie really mad. And I was like thinking about, like, this, like, no. Just no. And I couldn't believe myself for hating it so much that I went to see it again. To really hammer it home. And I haven't watched it since. Like, I have the collection. I still haven't checked it out. The Predator isn't as bad as that, but it's pretty damn close. Yeah, because if you want to know like my ranking, it would be Predator, this, then probably Prey, then the Predator, and then Predators. Because I actually like the third movie quite a bit. I actually saw that one in theaters quite a few times. Because we kept having friends that just like wanted to go see it. So I was just like, okay. I think I saw it twice with Arnez too. It was like twice with Arnez. Second time was out of boredom, but I ain't complaining. And then I saw it with my wife, and then I saw it with my buddy Duran. I think one other time we went with like a group of people. I think it was with my buddy Al too. So I really like that one. Then it'll probably be AVP, then Predator 2, which I know it's definitely an underrated movie. It's not a bad movie. Like, Predator 2 is pretty solid. But just like, I don't know, just like rewatchability, not as high. But it still has a lot of cool stuff in it. Then Requiem, which I say, funny enough, Requiem probably has my favorite designs for Alien and Predator movies. Like, the designs of the aliens, the Predator alien, the Wolf Predator is easily the coolest Predator of all time. And it's a shame that it's such an awful movie. And it's a great YouTube clips movie. So I still enjoy it. Then we got the Predator. Well, I guess I gotta put Killer of Killers somewhere. It's honestly probably around Predator 2. You guys seen it? Have you seen it? Are you gonna go see it? Let us know down there. And you can help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. We also got a Patreon, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. If you guys like keep up the day what you want to donate, greatly would appreciate it. We got a Discord attached to our Patreon. And all that other good jazz. Also, if you guys are picking up collectibles, like the Predator figures, there's a link in the description for Entertainment Earth. You can go pre-order the deck figure on there, which I am super excited for. There's also an Iron Studios has a statue, which after seeing this movie, I'm kind of tempted. So I don't have an Iron Studio item yet. It just sucks, and it's expensive. It's not that big. In the realm of like statues that I own. It's tempting to say the least. I'm probably going to make a mask. I might 3D print a helmet. Still trying to lose some weight, so can't do a Predator yet, but would be kind of cool. He'd be hard. He's still too tan for me. We'd have to paint up the skin a little bit to get that one going. And we also have an Etsy shop. If you guys like to pick up some custom collectibles, stuff like that, good way to get a hold of me for commissions, or if you just want to get beams for your stuff. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.